I see you in there. Are you asleep? Come on, you're not sleeping. Listen to me. I'm asking. You hear me? I'm asking. You black little Indian, come on, do you hear me?
You know something? You got a bad mouth, Mr. Paxton. Anybody ever tell you that?
Never more than once.
But you know what? I'm gonna overlook it this time. Because I realize that you're a mite upset.
Upset, huh? Well, let me tell you something. Just as soon as this is over, I'm gonna beat the living sass out of you.
I'll be looking forward to it.
Hello, I'm William Attlee, and this is a news brief with truth. See the men on the screen. They are the ancestors of the African American, but there is a problem: their true identity. Thomas McNeely has the story.
Well, William, the African American community is deeply divided due to the tagline, African Americans ain't Africans, which can be found in numerous places on the web. Now, it should be obvious as to why it's causing a commotion, but if it escapes you, let me explain. The current American education states African Americans were brought to America as slaves from Africa, which is simply not true. They are American indigenous, not descendants of Africans. As they say, the truth is stranger than fiction. Although this fact isn't spoken of openly, it's not a secret. However, with programming such as Roots, 12 Years a Slave, The African American Story, and The Book of Negroes, is it any wonder why so many African Americans are confused? We won't address all the misleading DNA tests being provided to connect African Americans to Africa. So, the argument is, do they continue identifying as African Americans, which is a fake identity for them, or embrace being identified as Indigenous Americans?
Are there any consequences of choosing one identity over the other?
William, that's a good question. According to African Americans Ain't Africans Facebook forum, identifying as African American is to quietly relinquish ancestral connections to America, connections that go back hundreds of thousands of years. A curious story, but one appropriate for February, which is Black History Month in the United States.
What a conundrum. A story worth keeping an eye on for further developments. Thank you, Thomas. The drawing used in this presentation is from the 16th century book, America, being the latest and most accurate description of the New World by John Ogilvy and Arnoldus Montanus. As you may have guessed, the men in the drawing are American. I'm William Attlee, and this has been a news brief with truth.
100 years later, the Negro is still languishing in the corners of American society and finds himself in exile in his own land. Now, have you ever wondered what that passage meant from Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech? I did, and what I found was one of the biggest secrets that's not really a secret at all, except to many African Americans, is they are not descended from Africans. I know, I was shocked too, so much so that I asked Africans, and they agreed African Americans weren't Africans. If you don't believe me, Google Arnoldus Montanus America and see the people he saw in 1671. Read books like The Black American Handbook for Survival through the 21st Century by Radine Amin-Ra, What Every African American Should Know by Carrie Davis, and Africans and Native Americans by Jack Forbes. I just can't believe schools aren't teaching this stuff. What a travesty.
But then right there, I'm going to land my plane. But thanks for talking to me, man. Y'all have a good one.
I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Who is this person? Real Tether, who says F.B.A. What's up, Real Tether? Real Tether. His profile says FFBA. Hold on, Tyron. You good over there, brother?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
What's
What's
good?
up? Brother?
What's good? I've been thinking for quite a long time about this thing. Where did you get the term FBA from?
I really got it from Claude Anderson because Claude Anderson would always talk about our lineage and how we, as he used the term Native Black Americans, he would say how Native Black Americans are very unique, and it made a lot of sense. We have our own lineage. And I would use the term Native Black American a lot, but people would oftentimes get confused thinking that we're talking about Black people who are mixed with the red Indians. So it got a little confusing. So
Right.
so instead
So
of saying Native, I said, okay, what it would be better to say foundational Black American because that's what we really are, and that sets us apart. So that's where I got the term.
right. So did you learn this from like African Americans ain't African? Because I'm hearing a lot of stuff that you get from members from that group, like Johnny Aborigine, Carrie
What group?
Davis,
What group?
Alquan.
What group?
African Americans ain't African Facebook page, because I've seen you use Johnny Aborigine's meme and you reference Wooten Now and these other individuals when you're talking about like American Indigenous history.
Right.
And plenty of people, why would you like hyphenate yourself as like a black crayon or uh anything of that nature rather than just calling yourself the indigenous inhabitants of this landmass? Like we carry the name Gullah Geechee, that's Gwaleo Geechee. You got Tuskegee, Tallapoosa, Tuscaloosa,
Uh-huh.
Houma.
Okay. What does Tuscaloosa translate to?
That means Black Warrior River. But
Right.
people, indigenous people, did not
Black
utilize the
warrior.
term. Hold on,
They use
brother.
right, black warrior, black warrior. So people did use color designations. Blackfoot Indian, they did use color designations.
That's modern, though. That's when the Europeans arrived. They did not use the word black to describe themselves before European arrival. These are fairly new tribes. What they originally called themselves were other names.
Like what?
You had, for example, the Gullah Geechee, they used to be Gwale Ogeechee. You got the Yamasee. You have all these different groups of people that were reformed into newer tribes.
Right. And
So
we became and we as foundational Black Americans, we were a mixture of the Black Aboriginals who were here, some of the Moors who had traveled over here doing trade, and the African people brought over in slavery. We became a whole new ethnic group. We became foundational Black Americans. So what's the problem with that?
that doesn't really make any sense, sir,
How
because
doesn't it make it
Moors,
make perfect sense?
Moors, that's not even a real ethnicity. What they called they shit was Numidia before it was called Carthage and all that.
What does Carthage have to do with what the Moors? The Moors were just black people who were in Europe. They weren't a specific tribe. They were that's what the Europeans called them.
No, they have actual ethnic groups. You have the Berbers, you have the Maori tribe, you have all types of things like that.
Those were just people in the region of North Africa, some of them in Al Andalus. It was not Moors were not an ethnic group. That was just the name that they called black people in Europe at the time, sir.
Right. So why would you call yourself a Moorish name when you actually have a name from your parents? I don't think that they called you Tariq Allah Nasheed.
Doesn't matter. I'm Tariq Allah Nasheed. I call myself that. So it
What's
doesn't,
your biological name?
But
Like
it is
we're all
100%
about
Negroid
genealogy. We don't hide anything.
features.
What you see on the screen is my actual name.
hmm Where are your parents from? Because my family, my mom, I have several pictures with my mother, my dad, my grandmother. So my family lineage is out there. My parents are out there. People know what my parents look like, my grandparents look like, my kids look like. Where are your parents from?
Oh, both my parents are from the Carolinas.
Mm-hmm.
My surname comes from my great grandfather on my father's mother's side. He
Leung.
was a Chinese man that came over here and married into the indigenous people.
Oh, okay. So you're part tether.
No.
You got an Asian man's name. You're black
Wouldn't you
with an
have part tethered too? I believe that your wife is married to a Hispanic woman, a Hispanic man. Isn't
what?
your sister?
My wife is married to an
I
Oh,
mean, like
okay.
your
So
sister's married to a Hispanic man, and your wife is part Jewish, right? So wouldn't that make your children
prove it.
tethers?
Prove
That
my
doesn't
wife.
make any sense.
Prove it. Wait, no. Okay, now prove it. Prove my wife is Jewish or half Jewish.
Oh, you seen your mother-in-law? She's white. She's Connie.
Prove Connie is Jewish.
Oh, we already seen it, bro. The
Where?
whole world knows it.
Well, explain it then, since the world knows
And
it.
we
Explain
gave
it.
you
Then show your proof.
my
Then okay,
brother
since the world
Harco,
no no no
aka
no
Alquan,
since the
gave you the
world
Jewish
no
test.
no, you're not gonna babble. Show the proof. Since the world knows it, show the proof that my wife is half Jewish.
Can we see your genealogy? Can we
No, no,
see
no,
it?
no, 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 no. You just said it.
Can you present your
You
genealogy? I don't know
just
why
said
you
it.
like to hide your stuff.
Tetherman, you're babbling. You just said she's
What
Jewish.
is the tether man,
You're,
bro?
you're,
Your
you're, you're, you're
ancestry is white.
dude. You're a Negro Chinese anchor baby, and you're just babbling. You understand? You're babbling like an emotional biatch. You're just saying stuff, sir. You're plebiscite babbling. A lot of you tethers do stuff like that. Y'all do a lot of plebiscite babbling because you don't really have any real knowledge. You understand? So y'all get to lying and plebiscite babbling like tethers usually do.
If I'm lying, why do you get stomped by these white supremacists on the subject of the aboriginals here? You're constantly using you're constantly using
You're
Jewish people.
sir, you just babbling. You sound like one of them niggas who went to jail and read two chapters of an Elijah Muhammad book or something and misinterpreted everything, and you try to act like you're smarter than what you really are, and you're just a big dumb babbling plebiscite tether. You're not that bright, sir. You need to box in your weight.
Nah, I'm not a
You're not a bright dude. And when dudes have to reduce themselves to lying and talking about non sequiturs, well, your sister's cousin's husband's uncle, that's hoe talk. You sound like a ho, brother.
bro. You're getting into insults.
We don't need hoe ass dudes out here no more. That's the problem. Too many hoe ass dudes who conduct themselves like little hizzos, just saying little emotional stuff because you don't. I'm so thorough, you can't say anything about me. So you have to say,
Wow, then why do you steal from Hardcore, Alquan? I know you steal
who
your F.B.A. delineation from that brother.
who the hell are you talking about? This is what I'm saying. I don't know who no Al Quan is. Nobody knows who you little dusty Negroes are. Again, you little bummy, plebiscite babbling nobodies try to big yourself up and your little loser circles up to be more important than what you really are. Don't nobody know you or any of the people you're naming, sir. That's the reality. And you know that nobody knows you guys. Nobody knows any of you guys. You're a bunch of nobodies and you're fueled with jealousy because you don't
Wow, then why do you steal content from?
dude, you're jealous because you don't get respect. And I do. I'm a very well respected gentleman. And you're a plebiscite babbling nobody.
By
Learn that
who? Who are you respected by?
by you because
White.
I got a grown man sitting up here making up shit, gossiping like a hoe. That's a sign of respect. That's a sign of respect inadvertently. You're doing it in your own little hoe ass nigga way. What you're saying to me is, Tariq, you're so thorough, my nigga. I can't even say nothing about you, brother. I gotta make up shit about Jewish mamas and cousin, and you know somebody who went there. You're giving me props inadvertently, sir. But you
Wow,
talk
then how
about
come I'm respected by a chief? Hmm.
you what?
I'm respected by your Massey chief, Chief Siku Hitnigo Ajo.
Sir,
Who
you're
is
not,
your chief? You're
sir,
claiming to be a part of
sir,
Aboriginal tribes,
sir,
but you can't even tell.
sir. You're a musty old dusty nigga with a Chinese last name. You so confused, you don't know what's going on.
Actually, I'm younger than you.
Dude, nigga, by your profile picture, nigga, you look like one of the whispers. So
The
you're
whispers,
not
really?
you're not living good, sir. If you're younger than me and you look that damn old, well, you need to lay off the narcotics, sir. You look old as damn hell. Even your name is old. Tyron? That's an old nigga name, sir. Niggas named Tyron sell used cars in Bessemer, Alabama. Really, I've never seen a nigga named Tyron under the age of 60. Niggas named Tyron go way back to the 70s. They used to rob liquor stores and sell quaaludes. So,
Wow, that is hella stereotypical. And I
yeah,
know a lot of Tyrons.
I know I don't. No,
Your jokes are whack, bro.
don't
They fall flat. What are you, bro? Are you from the 70s or something?
nigga, your plebiscite babbling is whack. Even your plebiscite babbling is out of style. Everything about you is out
Define
of style.
plebiscite.
You're using old plebiscite babbling arguments. We is not the black peoples. We is the Naganti tribe of the Turtle Islands. That's old prison nigga talk. Fuck out of here.
No, we don't define it as Turtle Island. We call it Melakee.
Oh, nigga, stop it.
That's Melakee. You don't even know the indigenous names
Nigga,
of the Americas, nor Africa. That's sad. You gotta.
nigga, you're just plebiscite babbling, sir. You're plebiscite babbling like a mug. And again, you was a nigga with a Chinese last name. So you a tether anchor baby from a bed wench somewhere deep down in your family somewhere, brother. So that's what it
A
is.
bed winch. Did you call
Yeah,
an indigenous person a bed winch?
yeah.
Wow, you're sad.
Somebody in your family is a bed wench.
Isn't one of your ancestors white?
Some no,
Hmm. Can
not
we look at your
not.
genealogy? Present it.
I haven't found any white ones in my
Oh,
genealogy.
we can find plenty of them. Isn't your last name Saunders?
That's my dad's last name. My last
Yeah,
name is
you're Saunders, right? What's your first name?
Toronto.
That's not my friend. I don't know who the hell Toronto is.
Name is
What's
Toronto.
your first name? Isn't
My,
it
and
Marcus?
my name is Toronto Saunders.
Isn't your first name Marcus?
It's Toronto, sir. My name is
Oh, and
Toronto.
since you bring that clown up, I've been got on him.
Yeah, I'm Toronto,
But
sir.
I don't really know. We don't really know who you are. What is your real name?
Um,
Why are you trying to hide from the public?
sir, I don't have to hide from some plebiscite
Oh,
babbling.
we know your nigga Umar
But you
Johnson's
just,
real name, Jermaine Shoemake. Who are you?
all right. Well, sir, you're sitting up here making up stuff about me anyway. So you tell me.
No, you tell us.
No, no,
We
no.
all waiting to
You make it.
know
You're making it up
what's
anyway.
your real name.
You tell me since
And
you're
you have
making.
to live off of scamming people.
So you tell me. Oh, here's the projection. Here's
Whatever happened to that
project.
museum,
Oh,
dog?
projection.
Whatever happened
Oh,
to that shit?
there it is.
Why are you selling Pinterest shit?
Here
Why
we
are
go.
you selling people fucking
It's that the jealous tether talk. Here it is.
what is
Here,
jealous tether talk?
there it is. That broke jealous tether talk. This is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. Why you get all that money for a museum and you doing good and shit? There it is. That jealous, dusty nigga talk. Here we go. Oh, there it is. When you see dusty Negroes talk in circles and they make up stuff, the truth comes out. Why you so respected where you can raise money for museums and I'm sitting up here working at Taco Bell? That's what it's all about. Get it out your system, little old jealous fuck
That's
nigga.
not a museum, bro. That's a liquor store. That's a karate studio, nigga. That's a abandoned Family Dollar.
And it's better than anything that you or anybody in your family has created. You have not created anything next to the liquor store.
I actually got a clan robe, actually.
You got
I have actual artifacts. You
don't have nothing. You don't have anything remotely close to what we got with the museum. You're a damn
Actually,
loser.
I do. You want to see it?
No, you
see it?
No, you don't, nigga. No, you don't. You don't have
Yes, I do. I have actual artifacts. You don't.
You don't have anything. You don't have any institution, no structure, no building, no business, nothing, sir. You're a plebiscite babbling, jealous buffoon.
Actually, I do. I have a puppet show coming up, actually.
Yes, it is. It's called the Little Dusty Musties. You got the Dusty Musty Puppet Show because it's based on your life. You're a little old dusty, musty nigga who's sitting here babbling and making up stuff because you know I'm too thorough to say anything crazy about. And the museum, we got an event coming up in a couple of weeks. Very successful. We get it popping, sir. And you're sitting there upset because you can't get anything successfully popping, sir. And all of your plebiscite babbling.
Guess what? Guess what my show...
Your plebiscite babbling falls on deaf ears. Women don't even want to hear that shit. That's why
it's called the Mound House, and I have my...
Oh, God. You don't have no Mound House nothing, sir. Where's the Mound House?
Oh, I actually have it ready.
Where's the what's the website for the Mound House?
There is no website. I already have the artifact on my Instagram.
God. It's never a website, guys. Whenever these Negroes, whenever you say what you got, man, I got something. I got this, man. I got vibranium and I got artifacts. What's your website? Well, the website ain't ready right now. I've been working on it for 15 years because when I roll out, it's gonna change the game. So I've been working on it. Goddamn. Black community. These type of niggas, that has to go. We got to have a talk as the black community, as black men. This type of dusty niggertree, that's for the birds. Let's have a real talk. I'm so sick of these dusty plebiscite babbling niggas who don't never have anything going, running their damn mouths, jealous of those of us who actually have tangible things going, where we're employing people and people are enjoying themselves and utilizing our services, and kids are being educated. We're doing things. When you have black men who are building and doing actual things that you can see and touch and go to and enjoy, and then you have these little dusty plebiscite babbling bitch asses sitting in the wings, whining and hating. There has to be a reprimand for that. There has to be a reprimand. We got to stop having little bummy Negroes in the community sitting around like little hoes complaining about the builders, because these dudes are very dangerous. Cats like this, we know that he's an insignificant hater, but cats like this are kind of dangerous for the community. It is. And the thing is, this Negro, he's a wannabe Asian, and he's doing all of this weird plebiscite babbling, and very jealous because nobody respects him, and he has an old nigga name. All right, now Tyron, now wrap this up, because I don't really want to engage with dusty jealous Negroes. Now wrap it up, Tyron. All right, and we're gonna get who's this? Pharaoh.
Right now, whatever happened to that More Us app? Why are you still on white social medias?
You just making up shit to whine about.
No, that ain't even made up. You actually promoted a More Us app to the public, and that never launched. And you made excuses about it.
You know what's funny? You do
Whatever
everything.
happened to all your old
You
ventures?
you you watch everything I do, don't you? Look at you. You super
Yep.
fan. You little old super fan nigga on your stomach with pictures
Super
of me against the
fan.
wall.
Wow. We know your
You're a super
failed
fan. Look,
pyramid schemes, bro.
Tariq,
We know your failed
bro,
pyramid
look,
schemes.
you're projecting.
And then you got to
You're a
steal from
super
Dan Calloway of all people.
Age, because I'm 77 years old now. And as I speak, I know sometimes it come out wrong. But, you want to put it in place, but, it's hard. Hard for me to do it, We went that far in school. I only went to 6th grade. Graduated from 6th grade. Like 6th grade, we had to go in the field and work. And I raised up by stepfather, okay? And me and my 3 sisters, we had to, get in the field or if we want anything. But my word, I don't know, it seems like so hard to come out, You see that little girl there? She correct me all the time. No, Grandma, I don't understand you too good, Grandma. I said, how you mean you can't understand me? You can understand other things, right? You can understand me. No, Grandma, I don't understand you. Then he think for a while. Yeah, something. Some of them, yeah, they call me if I'm from Africa or from, but I'm not from Africa. Tell them I'm a full-blooded American.